In a world where horology is largely dominated by Swiss or German mega brands, people often tend to overlook what others can offer. Within the labyrinth of expensive watches that all have a lot to offer, those that are new to watch collecting often get lost and overwhelmed. Among the usual watch brands with big boutiques, though, are hidden gems that deserve a lot more attention. One such gem is a brand that's been gaining a lot of traction lately: Grand Seiko. Most may already know about the brand's parent company, Seiko. To cater to a demand for higher-end watches of exceptional quality, Grand Seiko was established in 1960. Their focus lies on meticulous craftsmanship, exceptional accuracy, and timeless design, which is evident in each of their gorgeous, hand-assembled timepieces made from only the best materials. Though durability and precision stand at the forefront of what makes any Grand Seiko watch great, what sets them apart from the rest is the unique polishing on every one of their timepieces. More on that later. From their exquisite collection of watches, it's difficult to choose only one. Today, we're going to focus on one of Grand Seiko's dressier watches, the SBGM221. If luxury was a timepiece, this would definitely be it. Though Grand Seiko has a beautiful collection of sport watches perfect for daily wear, this collection includes a multitude of GMT complications like this one. Moreover, their specially designed dials all stand out on their own for their artistic look that catches the eye. The SBGM221 is not like these other watches with their fancy aesthetics though, because what makes it special is its simplicity and ability to pack so much value in a single timepiece. First, let's talk about the dial itself. The lustrous ivy surface is a big reason why so many watch enthusiasts have gone crazy over this timepiece. By ditching a standard white in favor of a tone that exudes extravagance from just a glance, the SBGM221 establishes itself as a timepiece that requires a closer look to fully appreciate the intricacies of its distinct Japanese craftsmanship. At each 5-minute mark is an outstanding faceted index that beautifully reflects any light that hits it. Of course, these polished markers are surrounded by printed black markers that denote the minutes, with more printed markers underneath that mark the even hours, with numbers and lines that display the time in a 24-hour format. Two razor-sharp hands show the hour and minutes with a thin needle-like seconds hand at the top. Below these is a tempered blue arrow-shaped hand that shows the hour according to the GMT time zone. At the 12-hour mark is a polished Grand Seiko logo with the full brand name just underneath it, while the 6-hour mark includes simple printed text which says Automatic GMT in block letters. The 3-hour mark contains a white date window with polished and faceted edges. Overall, each individual element of the dial comes together in a beautiful harmony, like a well-trained orchestra, playing the most powerful symphony that could stir anyone's heart. The dial definitely adds to the SBGM221's glory, but the way it wears on the wrist brings everything together. With a case diameter of 39.5mm, a lug-to-lug measurement of 56.9mm, and a thickness of 13.7mm, the wear of the case on the wrist settles beautifully into any outfit fit for a dressy occasion. Due to the shape of the lugs and the overall bulbous and rounded yet streamlined shape of the case, it wears slightly smaller than its measurements. So for anyone wondering what it would look like on their wrist, chances are pretty great that this timepiece will suit most wearers. With the domed sapphire crystal covering the crystal combined with the thickness of the case, some may not like the overall depth of this watch, though most GMTs on the market are actually thicker. With all the shine from the extremely refined Zaratsu polishing technique, the watch looks simple with subtle elements of flashiness. This special technique has been honed through generations of the finest craftsmen in Japan and is done entirely by hand. A grueling process that takes multiple steps of progressive polishing with abrasive surfaces, the end result provides a distortion-free reflection of light that gives the watch a mirror-like finish. This means that each watch requires a polishing process of days or even weeks to achieve the perfect finish, requiring the most dedicated hands to ensure this is done perfectly. Now that we've talked about the external side of the SBGM221, it's time to understand what powers it inside the case. Admittedly, the movement of this watch isn't usually the focal point that people tend to talk about, due to it being in the market for over a decade. Still, the caliber 9S66 was certainly a movement ahead of its time and has aged like a fine wine. Operating at 4 Hz or 28,000 vibrations per hour, this caliber is a true GMT movement that packs a lot of value for its price point and powers the watch in a way that can satisfy any wearer for its incredible abilities. With a very decent 72 hours of reserve power and an accuracy of -2 to +3 seconds a day, the movement offers a lot for even some of the fussiest people. With a skeletonized escapement included thanks to Grand Seiko's MEMS, or Microelectric Mechanical Systems manufacturing process, the watch is a lot lighter compared to previous renditions of this caliber. There are even more intricate details that contribute to this movement's capabilities, such as the escapement wheel teeth being cut to a highly refined level with extra lubricant retention that keeps the most important parts moving smoothly. With a clear sapphire caseback display, you can even see the beautiful finish, exposed jewels, and gold-engraved text displaying the Grand Seiko logo, branding, and information about the movement itself. An added feature of independent hour hand adjustment combined with the standard time-setting capabilities make this movement even more appealing and prove just how much Grand Seiko was able to pull off at this price point. Speaking of which, though this watch is made for those with a taste for luxurious pieces, the price point isn't that hard to swallow if you consider competitor GMTs on the market. With a singular option for a brown alligator leather strap that takes a little time to wear in thanks to the added padding, the Grand Seiko SBGM221 costs around $4,600 at retail price. Grand Seiko as a brand has progressed a lot throughout the decades and consistently produced top quality timepieces suitable for any occasion. Their particular focus on creating elegant designs for more formal settings in spite of the craze for sport watches shows that they value variety and a mindset of catering to all audiences while keeping them satisfied. There is definitely a lot to choose from Grand Seiko's enormous collection of watches, including dial designs that can't be found anywhere else and will stand out wherever you go. Despite all those options that carry a particular image of the Grand Seiko brand, this watch has managed to be a favorite among watch enthusiasts for its versatility, attention to detail, and value. That is a feat in itself for the company, since the SBGM221 was first revealed all the way back in 2018. Despite being on the market for almost 6 years, the watch has definitely stood the test of time and proved that it transcends any trends that come and go, according to the whims of the market. This stands as a testament to just how dedicated the people at Grand Seiko are to craft pieces that aren't just a statement piece, but objects that carry a particular relationship with the wearer that makes the watch all the more special. We think that even if a watch like the SBGM221 was handed down for generations as inheritance, it would still look and feel great for the watch enthusiasts of the future. Overall, this timepiece is worthy of being in any enthusiast collection.